Outside the courthouse, protests. Inside, justices heard arguments challenging a 2018 Mississippi law that makes most abortions illegal after 15 weeks of pregnancy. Chief Justice John Roberts clarified what upholding the Mississippi law could mean.
Your first question, and the only one on which we granted review, was whether all pre-viability prohibitions on elective abortions are unconstitutional.
In 1973, Roe v. Wade set a precedent that made abortions legal nationwide. This current case asks if abortion should be a state issue.
I do think it would be overruling Roe versus Wade, regardless of whether the Supreme Court says that explicitly or indirectly. It would be an overruling of that decision.
Maggie Schroeder is with the Lawyers Club of San Diego. She says this decision will go beyond states' rights and the state of Mississippi.
There are at least 20 states currently that have restrictive abortion legislation pending and sort of ready to go. And what we can expect is those states will enact similar or even more restrictive abortion legislation.
During oral arguments, Mississippi Solicitor General Scott Stewart had harsh words for Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood.
Roe versus Wade and Planned Parenthood versus Casey haunt our country. They have no basis in the Constitution. They have no home in our history or traditions.
Dara DeGiorno Johnson, the president of Planned Parenthood Pacific Southwest, says 1 in 4 women have had an abortion, and most people know someone who has.
It really saddens me that if you're being told when to choose and how you're supposed to start or plan your family, no one should get in between that decision. That should be a decision between you and the people in your family that love and care for you, but certainly not the government.
Sarah Becerra, the president of the San Diego's Women's March, says women have been fighting for their rights for generations, and this case shows the need to continue their mission.
If we're not fighting for our rights every day, if we're not fighting for our democracy and our ability to make these choices, to have this autonomy, it's a very, very fragile thing that can go away. So let's keep fighting together.
The Supreme Court is expected to rule on this case next summer. Kitty Alvarado, KPBS News.